Hi, welcome to the Great Unicorn Hunt. As you know, we are in conversation with different founders and see if they are a unicorn in the making. We have with us Iram Mamuna, a founder of eWaste Social. I am Bangalore alumni who's going to talk about how she's kind of helping corporates succeed by making sure that their waste is recycled profitably and in very compliant manner. Without wasting much time, I'm going to quickly start my rapid fire round. And Iram, over to you. What exactly is this pain point that you're trying to solve? Why don't you tell us about that?
Thanks, Sachin, for providing us with this platform. And hi, everyone. My name is Inam, and I'm co-founder for eWaste Social. So the basic pain point that we are trying to handle is like an unorganized and a non-optimized sector. There are recyclers which exist in silos, and there are no best practices which are being followed. Waste recycling refurbishing is disconnected from the inventory management system, and also waste disposal is not linked to the social responsibility. So we are trying to organize the market and ensure that the ease with which people can dispose their waste, recycle and refurbish them.
Awesome. So, what exactly do you guys do? Are you the folks who are recyclers? Are you a platform? Why don't you tell us exactly about what eWaste Social is?
So at eWay Social, we are a B2B auction platform where we connect corporate businesses, industries directly to registered authorized recyclers by the state and the Central Pollution Control Board. So we are trying to connect waste to the closest recycler to reduce the carbon footprint. We are also helping businesses dispose their waste and get value out of it. So hence, if you can buy a product online, you should have the platform to dispose, recycle and refurbish it also online.
Awesome. And considering that there are a lot of other players doing something similar, why do you think that whatever that you have put in place, the platform that you have created, is actually working?
So we have a transparent auction marketplace. We help companies become compliant, get their EPRs and certifications in line. We are also tied up with various institutions for R&D on waste management technologies, and which we pass it on to our stakeholders. So why would you think we are doing what we are doing is right? It's because currently we have got 100 plus recyclers on our platform. We have 30 mid-size and large corporates, and we have done close to 200 plus transactions. We have a online integration for our API exchange model with a large online retailer, and we see that people are in need of a waste management service, and that's what our platform is able to provide through eWaste Social.
Awesome. This is really interesting. I was, keen to know what do you see as the upsides in the business for investors should they decide to come in? What do you think are the logical upsides? What could be some of the upsides, in the wildest dreams for a company like eWaste Social?
So the wildest dream would, the wildest this thing would the dream would be India is world's third largest producer of electronic waste, and I'm dividing my waste into three categories: electronic, textile, and other waste. So textile includes pre-manufacture and post-manufacture, and other waste includes lead acid batteries, lithium ion batteries, cardboard scrap, metal scrap, plastic scrap, and tires, etc. So what I'm looking at this market is the numbers are only coming out for electronic as well as like pre-manufactured textile waste or post-manufactured textile waste. We do not have much numbers for the other waste category. But what we look still we can see is that 95% of this is still an unorganized market. And we are just targeting in the next 3 years at eWaste Social, we have a target for the 10% market size. And I think a wildest dream would be to target at least 25%, and that would be a huge number for us.
I'm sure. I was curious to know what makes you and Aditya the best team to do this.
I think we both have a vision for sustainability. He coming in from a technical background. He's got an auction expertise with companies like Akamai, Hubzu, etc. All are he's got an experience in the both in America and Europe. Myself coming in from the operations background, I know the nitty-gritties of how a company operates and what are the challenges which we face on an everyday basis to dispose our waste or to even buy things for the organization. So I think the combination as well as our current team, they are all passionate about sustainability, and we see a lot of people talking about sustainability, that okay, we need to be sustainable, or this is these are the reporting norms and these are the, but how do companies should be how can they be sustainable? We are providing a platform where it's as easy you just get onto a platform and start recycling and you are on your way to sustainability, because sustainability is not a one time a task which has to be done. It's a long term journey. You just set out a goal that I have to be a sustainable company, and it cannot be achieved in a year or two. It needs time. So we are providing a platform where you have items which needs to be disposed or recycled, and you can do that through our platform.
Absolutely. Would it be correct to say, Iram, that as the regulatory pressure increases, government bodies start, tightening the screws, on polluters, as the awareness spreads, it's quite likely that the corporates will start seeking you out rather than the other way around. Would that be a safe assumption?
Yes, definitely. I see there's a huge gap between current, way people are disposing waste for getting rid of it, or they are going to dispose waste for getting sustainable. So that gap is going to shorten, and with more reporting processes being in place, and with the government mandates coming into the picture, with recycling being accessible to everyone, because a few 10-15 years back we did not hear that okay, this can be recycled, or the scrap can be recycled, or the metal can be recycled for the common man. So with all the accessibility being more, recycling being more accessible, I feel that is corporates are going to come and seek out, and they're going to get a platform where at a one stop they can recycle everything.
Great. I was curious to know, and more, for the benefits of viewers, how exactly are you executing? Is there a platform you have created? Is there a login password? How do you get in touch with your corporates, the business development side, delivering, on your promise, all of that? How does that happen? Would be great to hear a little bit more about how you actually execute, from start to end.
So we have a very a very transparent platform where any corporate business industry with the with a registered entity can log on to our platform, and but only the registered recyclers can bid for waste, especially for electronic waste. So we have a lot of reusers, refurbishers as well on our platform, but they cannot bid for electronic waste. So what happens is a corporate creates an auction event. They put their minimum bid price, and the notifications go to all the recyclers, and they start bidding for it. Once the corporate accepts the bid, depending upon the price, the proximity, we also create awareness, then look for the closest recycler. Don't go in for if you are in Delhi, look for someone in Delhi, or accept the bid from someone in Delhi. If you are in Bangalore, accept the bid from someone in Bangalore. Do not go for far distance, because that is going to create a larger impact of carbon footprint of of the transportation.
Sure.
So once the bid is accepted, the recycler gets a notification that the bid is accepted and the payments are made, and they go and pick up the material. In case if in some certain situation the recycler is not happy with the material and they do not pick up the material, then we put that transaction again on our platform. And in case if there is some discrepancy in the material received, then they can raise a note to us, and we talk to the corporate and ensure that the recycler is refunded back the amount, and we take the onus onto us. So we are trying to protect both the corporate and the recyclers. So recyclers are not our competition, they are our partners. So we work in sync with them. Yeah.
Got it. A little bit of jargon, that I wanted to ask you about, the TAM, the SAM, the customer acquisition cost. How big is the pie really in your assessment?
I think the exact numbers are not out in any. So we usually work backward as to the number, the items produced, electronic items produced, or the textile produced. So looking at the I'll just take two categories: electronic waste and the pre-manufactured textile waste.
Sure.
So we are looking at a TAM of both together 1.3 million tons, and a serviceable addressable market of close to 5 million ton, and the obtainable market, immediately, in the next 3 years, what we can obtain is around 2 billion ton of this market. And this is a huge, so to get it out of the landfill and into the process, circularity, getting it back into the system is going to be a huge achievement if we are able to achieve it.
Sure. I was curious to know, because you work with a lot of corporates, clients, what are they saying? What are their testimonials sounding like? Are they happy? Do they find the service extremely relevant? What has been your experience, Iram?
Yeah, so we work with, I'll talk about two large corporates that we have worked with. We work with Godrej Aztec Life Sciences, and they were in fact getting 50% lesser value for the waste before they came onto our platform, and we were able to help them achieve 50% higher value. They used to dispose once in a year, and they started disposing 3 to 4 times in a year, because they didn't have to keep the inventory with them. And also they were able to get the sustainability and the impact report. So that was a big a big win for them, because they didn't have to follow up for any of that. And another case, another testimonial that we have from is a garment manufacturer. They manufacture for the likes of Nike and Superdry, and they generate waste on a daily basis, and they used to keep this waste for close to 2 to 3 months, and they had a regular vendor who used to pay them yearly. But through our platform, they were again almost able to get 50% higher value, dispose every 15 days, so save space and get the impact and the sustainability report. And in fact, their vendors wanted they wanted to know the life cycle of waste, which we were able to provide it to them at no extra cost.
Awesome. You also mentioned you provide some certificates which some other clients weren't able to get, and you started arranging and facilitating that. You want to quickly talk about that part as well?
Yeah, so the Form 6 is usually given for the e-waste recycling, which the recycler has to give it. So we ensure that we facilitate that Form 6 by the recycler to the corporate. We create a sustainability and impact report of recycling through our platform. Hence, we ensure that we can tell you, by recycling 10 laptops, I'm able to reduce this much impact on the environment of not producing the new virgin material, or of not producing the not transporting it to another city for recycling, and bringing it back into the economy. So hence we have a fixed format for the sustainability report, which we provide to all the corporates who come on board with us.
Sure. I was curious to know, because you mentioned you are bootstrapped, and I'm presuming you might want to embark on a fundraise very soon. Do you have an elevator pitch or an appeal to investors as to why should they invest in e-waste social? Go ahead. This is your time to make your case.
Yeah, so we are a B2B auction platform connecting corporate businesses, industries directly to registered recycler. We want to provide businesses with a platform to make it as easy for them to dispose waste as easy it is to buy products online. And we know that companies want to be sustainable in whatever way they can. And at eWaste Social, we are providing simplified waste management services to ensure value out of waste, resource optimization, and circularity. With close to 200 plus transactions, 100 plus recyclers, close to 75 refurbishers, and 30 large and mid-sized corporate, we know that we have proved a model of operations. And we know that, like, we can make a change if we get the right fund and the partner to fast track our growth.
Awesome. Iram, this has been an absolutely fascinating conversation. And I know you mentioned that all those corporates who happen to see this interview, you are planning to give them something like a special, welcome, and maybe help them with some kind of discount on the transaction fee. So I do hope corporates reach out to you. And best of luck, best wishes for the journey ahead. Wishing eWaste Social and Iram and Aditya the best of luck from co-founders team, and a warm, welcome to them on the Great Unicorn Hunt. And I hope you get spotted and hunted very soon.
Thank you so much, Sachin. Like, it's a great platform, and thanks for believing in us. And anyone who's watching it and would want to, like, use our services, like, we can give you a discount on the transaction or complete waiver on the first 3 transactions. We will also provide you with a sustainability and impact report, and that would be a good start to, like, your journey for sustainability. Thank you.
Like I told you the other day, you are a dyed-in-the-wool salesperson, so you do not give away any opportunity to make a sales pitch.
Yeah.
It's almost like you want to tell the corporates, whoever who are looking for recycling, that your name is not Iram Maimuna, but maybe it is Mahuna. So on that note, thank you so much, Iram. Nice talking to you. Best wishes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sachin.
Thank you. Take care. Good day. Bye. See you.